What's up, crypto junkies? It's Jay, and let's talk some news, all right? Let's talk about the markets. Let's talk about the sheer carnage going on June 10th, 2018. Cue the intro. All right, so as you've probably noticed, and this is my first stop in the morning, is let's take a look at the top 50 chart. And if you'll notice, oh, it's all red. A 9 to 25% drop across the boards. What we got going on? What triggered that? Why is there a random chair right here, by the way? I don't know. I saw it. It distracted me. Let's focus. So why it's happened is because the CFTC probing 4 major exchanges in the United States about market manipulation and some FUD coming out of Korea. So what we've got here is, do they mention it in this article? It's all been triggered off of 2 things. We've got the CFTC subpoenaing top exchanges in the United States, and we've got some Korean exchange hack FUD, which supposedly isn't true. But let's just set that aside for a second and recover some basics. When news hits and the market's weak and there's no volume, price goes down. When news hits and the market's strong and there's strong volume, the price is unaffected. Make sense? So if we look, let the ticker, boom, here it comes. Circling back around. Oh, NEO at 45. Sexy. Litecoin once again hitting that $100 price that we've seen. 60-day low on BTC. 520s in ETH. Okay, so 296 billion market cap. We all know that that's fairly low. All right, we almost touched $1 trillion in the past. So in comparison, 300 billion is quite low. So there's a few things you should be thinking about when the overall market cap is low. One, the volume moves aren't going to be big, so news will absolutely be affecting the market way more than it should. It's just because the market sentiment is down. And there's been a lot of people waiting for something big and new, exciting on the trader standpoint. Fundamentalists aren't changing at all when it comes to crypto and when it comes to Bitcoin. Top 5 coins anyways. Also, too, I want to note that when overall market cap is down, it's actually the worst time to get involved in ICOs because you're not getting ahead. And what I mean by that is your ETH is probably way better just sitting there versus going into an ICO, is because the ICO, it's not going to get the same amount of traction. And right now what we see is a flooding of ICOs hitting the market. So overall, you have to be looking at deeper variables than just, I have extra ETH laying around, let me invest it into an ICO. If the market cap is down, the overall sentiment in crypto is down. So you can't expect these ICOs to perform the same out of the gates as they usually would. And I've personally experienced this in the last 30 days. Some crazy good ICOs hit exchanges and just took an absolute Sometimes it has to do with the exchange, but I've seen some on Binance and this has happened. I've seen some on IDEX and this has happened. Overall, it's because there's too many ICOs, market cap is down, the ICO isn't going to perform the same way you'd expect it to. Make sense? So this is where I start my day, as I said, but we're down, okay? 60-day low on Bitcoin, as I mentioned. But let's take a look here at the news feed, then we'll get into the news stories. This is like everything that you need. Outside of the breaking news tab on the Discord community, you don't need anything else in crypto, honestly, to stay up to date on everything. We got CCN News, we got Cointelegraph, CoinDesk, and then tweets. So all the Twitter heads that I follow, and then Zero Hedge and 2 gold silver accounts, right? Very important accounts to be following. And it gives you everything you need to know. Like, look at this. We've got everything. Easy place to start your day. You could be using this with the breaking news tab in the Discord community, because the Discord community is 100% free. For our OG members, you get access to the Crypto Junkies members area. Everybody else basically doesn't. Not right now. We're getting ready to roll out a paid option. Don't worry. It's coming very, very soon. The breaking news tab in the Discord is where you'll get all the news pieces, just no Twitter. So yeah, if we take a quick look, I'm not going to actually chart anything with you today. I want to get back into charting sessions. Just been kind of lazy. But we'll see that overall, we're very, very down on everything. So here's what the actual charts look like. And what do you know? On Coinbase, the dailies, they all look the same. So these 4 coins on the chart page that you get out of the gate is all Coinbase. It's ETH, BTC, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. And what do you know? They all pretty much look the same. Well, it's pegged at a percentage. So what is it, 0.01 or whatever? Yeah, you'll see that reflected in the actual dip. And a lot of these coins look quite similar in terms of their price action. It all makes sense because it's all pegged to Bitcoin. All right, so let's get into this news here. So the subpoenas, what they're looking for is they're looking for trade data to see what exactly happened. Bitstamp is one of them. Kraken, Itbit, Coinbase, and Bitstamp. I'm really surprised that they didn't subpoena Bittrex. That's a US-based exchange. Why? It's like one of the biggest in the world. Kraken's quite big, and then Coinbase is big as well. Bitstamp as well. I don't know Itbit. I've honestly never used it. What's going on right now is initially several of the exchanges declined to comply, but it looks like they're coming around, and what they want to make sure is that there's not market manipulation happening, but it is. I hate to be the spoiler. Market manipulation is always going to go on. It goes on in the stock market, which is, what, 200 years old. That'll always be something that occurs. They're just going to try and limit it as much as possible with rules and regulations. This happening just after we had the news from the SEC kind of sort of clarifying what is commodities and what is the securities. So looks like Bitcoin, Ethereum is not securities, they are commodities. And then it looks like anything that's a tokenized platform or ICO is going to be a security, which is going to be very important moving forward for the ICO space. Just quick little rant here is in the ICO space moving forward, if it is a tokenized platform, then we will absolutely need them to go through SEC compliance and get approved and get whitelisted, let's call it, with the SEC as a security, because the United States represents a huge market. So depending on the functionality of that token, of that ICO, that's a huge thing you should be looking for. That should be a big indicator. That should be a big point that you're looking for, all right, moving forward. And then Zero Hedge article here, just reinforcing the FUD with the Korean hack. We also have some other constant things happening, which is, you know, the Mt. Gox guy drop in a specific amount of coins at the same time each time. This is just a part of the reality right now, is that if you hold 2,000 Bitcoin, you can affect the market. Some of these people, they own 50, 60,000. There's somebody that owns 95,000 Bitcoin that's constantly supposedly influencing the market. That's just what we're dealing with for right now with Bitcoin. And I can assure you that the notion that institutional money's coming, I can't wait, that's really stupid, because when institutional money is here, we will see this volatility go away. We will see these huge spreads, these huge margins, this huge opportunity to make a killing go away. And it'll drop from, you know, 30% and 40% to 10 and 20, and then 5 to 7 and 1 to 2 like the stock market. And this isn't going to happen overnight, but it will happen over time. For those that are crying for institutional money, yes, but it completely changes the overall macro cycle of the market, and it will affect that. So I think the $1 trillion market cap is a really great place for us to be and kind of sit around, but it will go much higher than that. You know, $1 trillion market cap, I think there's still a ton of opportunity. There's still a ton of money to be made for the little guy. And that's what I'm kind of basing this off of. There'll always be money to be made. It just depends on how much money you've got and how much capital you've got. But anyways, guys, that's just a quick video. That's what's going on in the news sector. Let me know your thoughts on everything I just covered in the comments below. And if you're brand new to the channel and you're just checking us out for the first time, take a look around. We'd love for you to join the family. It can start with simply liking or smashing the like button and subscribing to the channel, hitting the bell notification so that you get all of the, well, not all of, but some of the future updates in your subscription tab, depending on if YouTube likes us today or not. Be on the lookout, because we'll be dropping some more videos on the channel very soon, my friends. See ya.
If you like what we're doing on the channel, take a second, hit the subscribe button, click the bell notification.
This just in.
Crypto Junkies is now over 1,000 people. 2,500 people. We now have over 3,000 people. 4,600. We have crossed over 5,000 people in our Discord chat community.